Hello everyone, welcome back to the Hurricane HQ, and today we have another tropical weather outlook here on post-tropical cyclone Sam, which is currently almost off the charts here. It's very far north and may potentially impact Iceland. So this is what we're going to be covering in this video. Now before we start, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow my Twitter page if you enjoy my content, and it would be greatly appreciated as well. Now, here is our current NHC outlook here for the Atlantic Ocean. Now, Sam is currently a bit more north than the map goes. It is very far north right now. So I actually put an arrow there showing where that is. Now, it is mostly in this general area up here. This is where Sam is currently located. But we also have another area to watch off the eastern U.S. coast. Now, as you can see, this area indicated in yellow, 10% chance of formation, not the highest chances, but it's still something to watch. So we'll have to watch that area, as it's possible a few models do show a tropical depression or a very weak tropical storm forming there, but I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's actually pretty unlikely that it will, but still, let's keep an eye on this, especially if you're on the South or North Carolina coastline. So here's our current information on post-Hurricane Sam here. Location, this is 50.1 degrees north, 39.4 degrees west. Maximum winds 80 miles per hour with gusts currently unknown. Minimum central pressure 970 millibars with all the environmental pressure is not available, as well as the radius of circulation and the radius of maximum winds is also unavailable right now. Now, all this information is from the previous advisory from the National Hurricane Center, so Sam most likely weakens to a tropical storm, or maybe a 75 mile per hour hurricane there, or post-hurricane. But as you can see, it is 80 mile per hour according to the final advisory, which I believe was this morning, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that advisory is out, so this is slightly out-of-date information, but this is the latest you can get. So this is kind of like a final update on Sam that I'm going to be doing. But yeah, it's currently bringing Category 1 hurricane force wind, so I put it as a Category 1. But yeah, that is all based on the last advisory, which is a little out of date, but hey, it still could be hurricane strength, so that's why I left it at Category 1. Now here's the forecast cone here by the National Hurricane Center. This was from this morning. The final update, as you can see, very large wind fields here. This is a very, very, very large wind fields. This is just huge. This is what you could see in like major hurricanes. Sometimes have these kind of wind fields. But yeah, this storm is pretty weak at the moment. Now, still a little area of hurricane force winds right there, very small compared to the tropical storm force wind fields. But yeah, it's still a very small area, but still very strong wind there, so you gotta watch out. Even Greenland's, the coastline of Greenland, if there's anyone living there, you have to watch out for this as well. But the main impacts will be to Iceland. Iceland, you have to really watch out, as it looks like your western coastline or southern coastline could be impacted pretty bad with post-tropical cyclone Sam. So here's our earliest reasonable arrival time of winds. In addition, we also have our tropical storm force wind overlay on top of that. So what it's going to be doing is right here, you can see very high wind speed probabilities, but it's going to weaken very fast. It's actually going to weaken a lot by the time it gets to Thursday and stuff like that. And then it's actually going to make a turn to the west, loop around, and then head back east. So that is when the main impacts to Iceland is really going to be at that time when it does make that turn right there. So Iceland, you're not out of the watch area yet. You have to watch out. And maybe even parts of Europe, you could be seeing the remnants of this storm. Potentially heavy rainfall, maybe some gusty winds, flooding. All those could remain with this storm in the next 10 days. So even Europe has to watch out for mainly some heavy rainfall. Now here's our hurricane force wind probabilities. Very low chances as we get into the next few days. It just goes straight down those chances. It is likely already a tropical storm and no longer a hurricane, according to my estimates. But yeah, right here, small area of hurricane force winds, but I expect it to be a tropical storm by now. Now here's our most likely arrival time of tropical storm force winds. Now, it's very similar to the last graph that I did show, or the last map, but as you can see, Thursday 8 p.m., that is when you have to watch out, and this is in GMT time, but Thursday 8 p.m. Iceland, that's when you have to watch out for those very strong winds. Friday, Saturday, that's when you really have to watch out for those very strong winds. And even parts of northern Europe, some of those islands over there could be seeing some gusty winds as well, so they gotta watch out there. Now here's our, this is actually our past Winfields here. This is Winfield history. And as you can see, it started up right here in the MDR. We went straight up past Bermuda. Luckily, Bermuda did not get any tropical storm force sustained winds, which is definitely good news. But yeah, it got pretty strong, weakened a bit, and then just got much stronger right here, at least in the Winfield side. So it's a very large storm indeed right there. Comparable to some very large hurricanes. Now, I wouldn't say comparable to Sandy or anything by that means, but pretty large storm indeed. And yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. Hope everyone found this video kind of informative. I know about currently with Sam and really anything. There's not much going on. Now, tomorrow I most likely will be posting a video on the potential upcoming snowstorm for the western United States. Some of those mountainous areas could be seeing inches and inches of snow down on the ground, so this could be a pretty big winter storm, and maybe even our first winter storm of the season if this did happen, as it would bring ice, potentially sleet, potentially freezing rain, and potentially snow according to the GFS model. So this is definitely something to watch out over in the next few days if this did happen. So yeah, we have our first potential for some winter storms in the future. Now I will do a video on that tomorrow with all the latest information and everything like that tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned to my channel tomorrow for that. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel and follow my Twitter, as it really means a lot to me. As I've been getting so many subscribers lately, and I am just so happy and so thankful for everyone who has been supporting me and my channel. So yeah, thank you so much everyone who has subscribed, and thank you if you are considering or are subscribing right now. Now, thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great day, and I'll talk to everyone tomorrow.